Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, Military Video Tech. U.S. Coast Guard intercepts Chinese illegal fishing boat around Papua New Guinea island. U.S. Coast Guard officers patrolling Papua New Guinea waters will have the authority to board foreign vessels suspected of China's illegal fishing activity in its economic zone without a Papua New Guinea officer on board, under an agreement giving the force more powers, it said. The U.S. Coast Guard is getting the broader role to boost maritime security in a region in which China operates large distant water fishing fleets, and is also seeking the security presence. Chinese naval vessels regularly transit a narrow strait between Australia and its northern neighbor, Papua New Guinea, moving between Asia and the Pacific. Chinese vessels also sit off the Australian coast. U.S. and Australian defense and foreign ministers, at an annual meeting on Saturday, said the U.S. Coast Guard would take on a bigger maritime security role across the Pacific Islands. U.S. Coast Guard officials told Reuters a maritime law enforcement agreement between the U.S. and Papua New Guinea includes a new provision to allow U.S. Coast Guard officers to board and search a suspect vessel on Papua New Guinea's behalf, without the requirement for a Papua New Guinea law officer to be present as a shipwrighter. Although the U.S. Coast Guard has shipwrighter deals with a dozen Pacific Island countries, periodically used to patrol for illegal fishing, the Papua New Guinea Agreement is the first with the shipboarding provision for a nation with which the U.S. does not have full defense responsibility. Papua New Guinea has become a focus for the United States after China struck a security pact with the Solomon Islands last year. Papua New Guinea signed a defense cooperation agreement with the U.S. in May, and U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin announced the August deployment of a U.S. Coast Guard cutter during a visit to Papua New Guinea last week. Papua New Guinea Prime Minister James Marape has said his country had been unable to patrol its 2.7 million square kilometers exclusive economic zone for illegal activity, ranging from drug trafficking to illegal fishing. His office did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Any fishing vessel fishing in the nation's exclusive economic zone may be boarded, that is, any flagged vessel, including Chinese flagged, the U.S. Coast Guard spokeswoman said in the statement. In Australia on Saturday, Austin, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and their Australian counterparts said the permanent deployment of a U.S. Coast Guard cutter next year to the region would assist maritime law enforcement. French President Emmanuel Macron, in a speech in Vanuatu on Thursday, said illegal activity by foreign fishing fleets threatened the maritime sovereignty of small states and was part of a new imperialism, comments seen as referring to China. China respected the sovereignty of Pacific Island countries, which were not the backyard of any country, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Mao Ning said on Thursday.